By the end of this video, you will learn how to effectively play alongside a partner who might not be at your same skill level without getting frustrated, and more importantly, without sacrificing your chance to win. Whether you're competing in a league match or entering a tournament, this approach will help you bring out the best in your team and take control of the game, even if you're shouldering more responsibility on the court. When both players are up at the kitchen line, strategy matters more than ever. If you're the stronger player in the partnership, one of the smartest adjustments you can make is taking more responsibility during dink exchanges. This doesn't mean completely taking over, but it does mean widening your coverage zone. You'll want to control a larger portion of the kitchen, ideally from the center all the way over to your sideline, leaving your partner with a much smaller zone to manage. Now, if you're thinking, won't that feel awkward? Well, it might, unless both players are on the same page. Communication is everything here. If your partner understands that your goal is to relieve pressure and not to be overbearing, this system works beautifully. Instead of forcing your partner to cover a wide range of dinks and constantly scrambling, they're only responsible for their little corner. This gives them clarity, makes them feel secure, and keeps your team more stable. At the end of the day, you're going to be getting most of the shots anyway, so it makes sense to reposition proactively. As the more advanced player, one of the best things you can do during dinking is to keep your shots moving away from your own position. That means when you hit a dink, you're not aiming directly in front of you. You're aiming diagonally or cross-court, ideally into the lane where you have control and space to step in. The goal is to take command of the kitchen, get big with your court presence, and make the other team feel pressure. Why is this so effective? Because it limits the opponent's options. If they try to go behind you, you'll usually still be able to reach and respond. Sure, every now and then they might sneak one past, but more often than not, they're going to feel trapped. And if they choose to attack your partner instead, you're in a great position to intercept and apply pressure with a poach, a speed up, or even a lob. That element of surprise keeps them guessing, and guessing leads to mistakes. The mistake you want to avoid is sending dinks directly in front of you too frequently. Doing so means you'll likely have to shift over and leave your partner exposed. That opens up too much space on the court, giving your opponents easy opportunities to attack. So unless you have a clear offensive opening or are trying to keep your opponents honest with a mix-up, the default strategy should be to work your dinks away from your body and toward the part of the court you dominate. Once you have control of the dinking rally, you can start looking for opportunities to apply pressure. That's where offensive dinks come into play. If you receive a ball that sits up or is slightly high, that's your cue to step in with a firmer, more aggressive dink. You're not blasting it, you're just hitting it with purpose. A sharp angle, a bit more pace, and a confident follow-through are all you need. By doing this, you're forcing the opponent to hit a defensive reply. You're not giving them a sitter to work with. What you don't want to do is float a soft, lazy dink into their comfort zone. That kind of shot gives them all the time in the world to pick their reply, down the line, into your partner's zone, or into your body. Offensive dinks are all about denying them that luxury. Keep your shots low, sharp, and unpredictable. That alone can turn a neutral rally into a winning opportunity. Once you're back behind the baseline serving, strategy continues to matter. After you serve and the opponents send back their return, odds are they're going to target your partner. And believe it or not, that's actually a good thing. Letting your partner take more of the third shot drops creates a window for you to step up and be a threat at the net. You get to move in and take command of the middle while your partner resets the rally. This setup gives you prime poaching opportunities and forces the opposing team to think twice about sending balls anywhere near you. If you, as the stronger player, were to take every third shot, you'd be forced to stay back longer and have fewer chances to dictate play. But by letting your partner absorb the return and hit that drop, you're already at the kitchen or quickly getting there, ready to intercept and apply pressure. Now, that's not to say you should never hit a third shot, but when you do, the default mindset should lean toward driving the ball, especially if you see a good opening. Drives put opponents on the defensive, set you up to follow the shot and crash the net, and often give your partner more time to reposition. You're not trying to out-finesse your opponent from the baseline. You're trying to set up a point-ending play by getting them off balance early in the rally. Let's make one thing clear. This entire blueprint is meant for competitive play. We're talking league matches, tournaments, or serious doubles sessions. where the goal is to win. This isn't a strategy to pull out during casual games or open play with strangers. If you're jumping into a friendly match, you should absolutely play the court 50-50 and respect your partner's role as an equal. No one wants to feel steamrolled during rec play. But when it's game time and you're out there with a partner who's on board with a winning mindset, this structure helps both of you thrive. You're not trying to dominate your partner. You're trying to protect them, lift their game, and carry the burden in a way that gives your team the best shot at success. There's a big difference between being bossy and being smart about your strengths. It all starts with mutual respect. If your partner understands and accepts that their job is to play solid, consistent shots while you control more of the tempo and positioning, the strategy works like magic. They get to focus on their zone, their job gets simpler, and the team becomes far more effective as a whole. Playing with a partner who isn't quite at your level doesn't mean you're doomed to a frustrating match. In fact, it's an opportunity to lead, to adapt, and to develop real court awareness. The key is to be proactive. Take over more of the court at the kitchen line, move your dinks away from your position, use well-timed offensive shots, and let your partner take third shots when it creates the best opportunities for you to step in and shine. And remember, this isn't about ego, it's about using a smart, team-focused strategy to get results. If you approach it with the right mindset, not only will you give your team the best chance to win, but your partner will probably end the match feeling more confident and supported too. So next time you're stepping onto the court with someone a bit less experienced, don't panic. Stick to the plan, stay composed, and play to your strengths. You've got this.